Sometimes training opportunities are where you find them. It's not necessarily some fancy setup. We're going to move outside with Ozzie today because it's warmed up a little bit. We've had a really cold snap in the Midwest. Today, I think it's like 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So good day to get out and do just a little bit with Ozzie. Now, this morning when I was walking out to the shop, I saw this snowbank that I pushed off to the side of my parking area. That would be a perfect opportunity to move Ozzie's retrieves outdoors. So this snowbank is really low on one end, it's higher on the other end. That's going to be awesome for working Ozzie up to a more difficult retrieve. Also, I'm going to be using a little bit of a dark colored dummy. There's a little bit of snow on the ground, so when Ozzie gets over that snowbank, he should be able to see the dummy real quickly. That should pull him past that transition. I do want to make sure that he succeeds this morning. I'm not trying to make this so difficult that he fails. So little things like that can make a difference. There's also a little breeze coming this way. That breeze should drift the scent from the dummy to Ozzie and help pull him past the transition. So let's take a look, see what that looks like. I do have a camera down low here that should hopefully give you a good perspective from what Ozzie sees. So we've got the high up camera that should allow you to see where the dummy falls. The camera down low that should allow you to see how Ozzie sees a transition like this. And what it's going to look like from Ozzie's perspective is just a wall of snow. He's not going to be able to see where the dummy falls. So let's pull the dummy out here. Still using that little docking dummy. And I'm going to hold Ozzie, make sure he sees it. Ozzie. I didn't make that one overly difficult. That's intentional. Come here, that's a good boy. Here's your treat. All right, let's do another one. Make it a little bit farther and a little bit farther up the snowbank. If you live in the South and you don't have the luxury of cold weather and snow, you can always use like a dirt pile or a bush or really anything that you see outdoors that creates a transition. Just look for something small, and ideally you don't want to be throwing the dummy into heavy cover on the back side of the transition because that makes it more difficult. I like that I'm throwing this dummy onto bare ground past the transition because that's going to make it easy for Ozzie to succeed. Make it a little more difficult. Ozzie. Oh, excellent. He got back there, wasn't sure where it was because he hadn't seen where it actually fell. Looked around a little bit, found it. Good boy. The delivery with the treat, if I stop using the treats, his delivery is not so good. So even outdoors here, I'm still using it. Make sure we get him as excited as possible. Ozzie. So that one I threw higher up the snowbank. It created more of a transition for him. Still nailed it. Good boy. Come here. Up, 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 up. Ozzie. Good. We'll give him one more. Come here. Come here. Good boy. And this is where holding him is really important. If I was letting him run around and throw this and he's chasing it, the transition really wouldn't present an obstacle to him. So because I hold him, he gets to see the dummy go over the transition and then he gets sent for it. I like that sequence. So one more. Ozzie. That did not go very well because it bumped up on the other snowbank over there. This may create another opportunity to learn here. That'd be awesome if he smelled that. Pick your head up. Oh, good boy. Wow, that was great. I did not mean to make that so difficult. Good boy, look at you. Amazing. Come here. How about that? Good job. All right, we're gonna end right there. That's a long session for a little puppy, but hopefully you can start to see some of those things that we're doing indoors that maybe almost look gimmicky, like retrieving over top of a Cato plank and running through chairs and things like that. It looks a little bit gimmicky indoors, but now that we've stepped outdoors, hopefully you can see how that's helping him be successful right away in slightly more difficult scenarios. And we'll just keep building on that. Eventually, someday, he'll be making really big retrieves through multiple transitions, but that's someday down the road. Today, we just want to follow the baby steps, keep building up the foundation. And Ozzie's doing a great job. Thank you for following along with his progress. I hope you're learning a little bit or at least enjoying them. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment or shoot a message, but probably in the comments would be best. So, all right. Thanks for following along. Good luck. Good boy, Oz.